Hey, comment ça va mes amis? Bienvenue à le monde d'Hervé. On va parler avec une affaire que j'aime beaucoup, j'attends pour ça, mais près de 2 années. Et puis, on va voir qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans la boîte. En allant, vas-y. Welcome my friends, bienvenue. Welcome to HERVE'S WORLD. Today we'll be talking on episode 9 of the pet peeves that I have when I travel to work. I work in New York City, I live in New Jersey, and I really hate being on a subway in a tight. Everyone there, they're bag on you, they're coughing, they're very rude. I don't like very much. So I been thinking outside the box, and I came to the conclusion that I need ultimate transportation. So one of them was an electric vehicle that very light to carry. It's perfect. You go to work, you ride, it's free, there's no traffic. So let me show you my ultimate vehicle. Okay, so this here is called the ZBOARD 2. Now, they're a group of engineers. Let me turn this over so we can look each other's face. So they're a group of engineers, mechanical engineers that had a passion for skateboarding. And I guess while they were in school in the University of Southern California, they were tired of riding their bikes around, and they thought of an idea of coming up with a vehicle, an electric vehicle, to travel on campus. Well, their senior thesis was a hit, and the founders, Ben Foreman and Jeff Larson, 3 years after having their senior thesis, they started a company called Intuitive Motion. So they launched a successful Indiegogo project, which was funded really quickly. In about 39 days, they went well above their amount that they wanted. So 826% to be exact. So I hate traveling on the train in the morning. But what I'm able to do is take a ferry across, and I can ride my electric skateboard across to work. So let's take a look. Okay. This is really packed tight, huh? Okay, finally broke through. Put this on the ground. Okay. One final incision. Okay, we've reached the center. So we'll do a display, a reveal. Okay, so now let's take a look. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the ZBOARD 2 Pearl Edition. Okay, now the deck is made of thin flat sheets of Canadian maple, which they call plies. Now, if you take a look, there are 9 different layers in between. It's flexible, it's fragile, but once they're glued together, they're very, very strong, okay? Now, I can attest to the rigidity of this board because when I was riding in an instance a couple months ago, I actually had a car eat a red light and ran over my board. Now, there was no major damage to the board, just a superficial nick, which you can see right here, right over here. But the board kept on going. It's very durable, very great board. So now, a couple things you'll notice. There are foot pads. So their motto is this: lean forward, go forward. Lean back, go back. Okay? Now let's talk about the trucks. These trucks here, you'll see that there's a distance here of about 11 inches. They're wide trucks. They're designed for stability. Now, there's a lot of factors going into here, okay? The bushing's very soft. These are very big wheels. They're actually 97 millimeter wheels. They're much bigger than any other skateboard that you'll find in the market. Now, the bigger the wheel, the more comfortable the ride, okay? Now, you'll see that these are good shock absorber. There's polyurethane over here. You can go over railroad tracks, go over cracks. You'd be fine. Now, this here is their lithium battery. It usually charges from, 4.5 hours. Pretty good. Now, how you turn the board on, you'll see this button right over here. Now, all we do is we hold, and then you'll see the light. Actually, let's say I see the light. If you hold again, you'll see a solid light. Very, very efficient way of maximizing their light. Let's just say they keep evolving their boards, okay? Now, if you tap again, you'll have a flashing. So, very, very bright LED lights. Now, on the back, you'll see brakes. There are brakes in here. So, one of the aspects of this board is you'll see the range on this thing, 24 miles, okay? Now, let me reiterate, that's a full 24 miles. Now, there are other solutions for electric skateboards out there. Not gonna mention any names, but I haven't found a board that can match the torque, the speed. This thing is a beast, okay? Now, most of their boards, they'll go 12 at most to 17 miles. This is 24 miles, okay? Now, this has a 1,000 watt brushless outrunner motor. Okay, now there's integrated lights. And what I like about this is this. They have such an ergonomic, classy, sleek design. Now, the other boards, there's no handles. There's handles on this thing, okay? You can go left, right. It's pretty light. Now, another aspect about this board is when you brake, it does regenerative braking. What that means is it uses the friction from stopping and recharges the battery. Ingenious. Now, the length of this thing from end to end is about 30 inches, 96.5 centimeters. The width, I'd say about 9.5 inches or 24.1 centimeters. And the height of this thing This is not bad. 13.9 centimeters, okay? Now, let's do this. Let me show you the running modes, and we'll take a look. So, okay, let me move this puppy here. Let me bring you in the living room. Sorry about that. Okay, let's bring you down a lot lower. Lower. Okay, so now this thing is amazing. And here's why. Let me turn it off. Now, this thing has 4 different modes, okay? So one, all you do is you hold, and if you notice, it's flashing. So, and all you do is you tap here. So this is the slow mode. Now these are for beginners. This is about 6 miles an hour. If you tap again, you'll see normal mode. Normal mode is about 11 miles an hour. This is expert mode. Expert mode is about 16 to 18 miles an hour. And then they have, believe it or not, a ludicrous mode. This here is top speed, 22 to 24 miles an hour, depending on your weight, wind speed, drag, going uphill. There's a lot of factors. Rotation of the earth, actually not that, but. Now, to hold this thing into the desired, all you do is you lay it down, and if you notice, now it's in ludicrous mode is the mode. So if we do this, take a look. Do you hear that torque? This thing is amazing. Now, truth be told, let's go here. Truth be told, they should have had this board out a couple years ago, but due to unforeseen circumstances, working, aspects of shipping, changing some dynamics of the board. So what they did is they took the time to redesign the board, okay? Now, they didn't just lay on their laurels like other manufacturers where they're having battery problems. This board has some issues, but the folks at ZBOARD work through those issues. Customer service, to me, honestly, is awesome. Any problem I have with the board, I get to send it back. And I'm not just a customer or a number, they know us. There's a great community right now of ZBOARDers all over the world that are dying and waiting for their boards. And I gotta tell you, this thing is kick-ass, okay? Now, I use this thing daily. When I don't have it, it's like I'm missing my kid, which I don't have a kid, but if I did, you know, it's awesome. It's a great last mile vehicle. When you're traveling, no traffic, no parking, weaving in and out of traffic, you don't want to do that. But what I do is I go on the West Side Highway from West 4th Street to West 36th Street in exactly 6 minutes, no traffic. This company, once people get their hands on this thing, it's gonna blow up. You're gonna see, to me, it's the equivalent of this. When Steve Jobs came out with the iPhone and you saw everyone with the white cables in their ears, well, if you can't notice, there's an electric boom going on right now, and the advent of clean, sustainable transportation has arrived. And fossil fuel vehicles are actually on their way out, probably in the next 5-10 years. People are leaning towards electric. Now, if you have a vehicle that you can walk to the train station, why walk? Take your board. a walk from my house to the train station, 20 minutes. On the board, 3 minutes. Great last mile vehicle. So I'm gonna throw some links in here. I'm also going to take some video and include some of the riding. I'm telling you, this board is awesome. Now, there is a wait because everyone wants to hands on it. Truth be told, they are working on some issues, but they work on them and improve the board. You gotta respect that. So thank you very much for checking out episode 9 on, I don't know, we just did our electric vehicle transportation mode. Next, I'll be talking about some of the gear that I have for the board. So thank you very much. Merci, my Canadian friends, my USA friends. Check it out. I team as I try.